Back in X and Y, Gamefreak introduced a brand new mechanic that surprised all of us. Mega Evolutions. While some fans were skeptical about them at first, it seems that most of the fanbase has grown to love them, and you can see why. Mega Evolutions add a very interesting new dynamic to battles, and they're capable of turning formerly weak or forgotten Pokemon into more usable powerhouses with new cool designs. It's been a while since we've gotten any new Mega Evolutions, however, since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, in fact. Although something interesting happened recently. Upon the release of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Gamefreak made a huge deal about the inclusion of Mega Evolutions. They even went as far as to introduce them incrementally in different trailers, trying to build up the suspense. The weird thing is, they didn't even have to include Megas in the game since they were supposed to be Gen 1 remakes after all. At the very least, this has shown us that Game Freak has not forgotten about Megas, and they know that they still make the fans excited. This has definitely opened up the possibility of more new Mega Evolutions coming in this year's Generation 8 games. And as such, today we're going to be counting down the top 10 Mega Evolutions that the fans want most for Generation 8. Here to help me with this list is none other than my boy, SilphSpectre.
What's going on, guys? It's SilphSpectre here, and I know what you're thinking. Who are you guys to tell us what the fans want? Well, that's exactly why we've included you, the fans, in the research process for this video. Mystic and I recently hosted an elimination-style poll series among the Pokemon community that included every single fully evolved Pokemon in existence, not including legendaries, of course, in order to determine what Mega Evolutions fans want most. The poll series included a total of 57 polls, 5 rounds of elimination, and over 8,000 votes were cast in order to determine the top 10. Without any further ado, let's find out the results.
Kicking off this list of fan favorite Megas, we have Mega Nidoking. Man, what a way to start off this list. We already have an amazing Pokemon that should get a Mega. This Pokemon already has a killer design, and with a Mega to add on to it, I think Nidoking would truly be the Barney Destroyer. This design makes its horn longer, adds sharper claws, and just makes it look even more muscular. Due to it looking muscular, I want to buff its physical attack stat to at least up to 135. With muscle gains of that much, you have to buff it up. As for its other stats, I can throw its defense up to 85, special attack up to 120, 75 special defense, and speed to base 109. Why 109? I want extra in speed, and 109 is a cool number. The ability I want to give it is Sheer Force. I think it sticking with its hidden ability is an excellent idea because of all the attacks it has revolving around that already. Not to mention it would get super amped with the stat upgrades it received.
For the number 9 fan choice, we have a Pokemon that I am personally very happy made this list, since, you know, it is my channel mascot after all. Kingdra. Kingdra definitely seems to be a Pokemon that a lot of fans like, whether it's because of its sleek design, its cool typing, or just because Claire's Kingdra was an absolute beast in Gen 2. Now, Kingdra doesn't deserve a Mega just because it's a cool Pokemon, but also because it has so much untapped potential. First off, Kingdra's water dragon typing is absolutely fantastic, as it resists fire and water, strongly resists steel, and is only weak to dragon and fairy. Its move pool is also great since it has powerful stab moves such as Draco Meteor and Hydro Pump. Kingdra's abilities, however, are not amazing. It first has Swift Swim, which doubles its speed in rain, which was only super useful back when weather was permanent in Gen 5, and Sniper, which causes critical hits to do extra damage, but requires elaborate setup to use properly. Looking at Kingdra's base stats, we can see that they're pretty decent and spread quite evenly across the board, but this means that none of them are exceptional, and they definitely don't compare in the slightest to other fully evolved dragon Pokemon out there. If we were to get a Mega Kingdra, we'd want it to look something like this. It should definitely keep its water dragon typing, but an ability like Infiltrator, which bypasses moves such as Substitute, Light Screen, and Reflect, or Adaptability, which increases same type attack bonus or stab damage from 1.5 times to 2 times power, would be great. Its base stats need a lot of work, and with the standard 100 base power increase for a Mega, it should be invested with plus 35 in speed, plus 20 in attack, plus 25 in special attack, and plus 10 in each of its defenses, to make it a little bit more tanky, but with the option of surprising your opponent with some mixed attacks, including priority Aqua Jet.
I'm usually into not giving another Generation 1 Pokemon a Mega, but I think with the case of Rapidash, I can make an exception. Rapidash has always been a super fast and hard-hitting Pokemon, but it's always lacked what other fire Pokemon can do better. I think we would be doing justice if Rapidash received a Mega Evolution. Then it would find its true value amongst fire Pokemon. For a concept and design, I think it being based off of a Pegasus would probably be the best move. It's a unicorn. Literally throw on a pair of wings and you got yourself a hardy yet cute-looking Mega. Now, would we make it flying type? No, I honestly don't think so. I think Fire and Fairy would actually be better. You can't give a horse-like Pokemon with no wings flying type attacks, it just doesn't make sense, unless it's like Aerial Ace. However, you can give it moves like Play Rough or Moonblast. Just the fact that it's based off of a unicorn kind of makes it really easy to give it Fairy type attacks. With the addition of wings, I think it makes it even easier. So for an ability, I think I'm going to give it Pixelate. It has a lot of normal type attacks that can easily be converted into Fairy type attacks. It's practically perfect for it. You can also give it Moonblast or Play Rough like I said earlier. I know it's cliche, but I think it's the best idea for a Fairy type Mega. For stat upgrades, I want to give it 140 attack, 80 defense, 90 special defense, and 135 base speed. I want to fly in Mega Rapidash around Kanto. That sounds like a blast.
Splashing into number 7, we have the Water-type Johto starter Pokemon, Feraligatr. I can definitely see why fans want this Mega. After all, the Kanto and Hoenn starters all got Megas, but none of the Johto starters have so far, and that just seems unfair. Why the gap? Feraligatr seems to be the fan favorite of the 3 Johto starters as well, and it definitely does have a lot of potential. Lately, Feraligatr has been hanging around the RU or rarely used tier of competitive battling, but with a Mega Evolution, we're sure it could make its way up to OU. We have 2 ideas for a Feraligatr Mega Evolution. One that looks like this, which would be Water and Dark, which fits Feraligatr's terrifying and mischievous side, or one that looks like this, with a Water and Dragon typing, which suits Feraligatr's reptilian appearance. Currently, Feraligatr has a great ability in Sheer Force, which increases the power of moves that have secondary effects, such as a chance to freeze for instance, by 30%, but eliminates those secondary effects. Its move pool is also incredible, with access to moves like Dragon Dance, Liquidation, Ice Punch, Aqua Jet, Crunch, and many others. For our Mega Feraligatr, we'd love to see it either keep the Sheer Force ability, or it could get Strong Jaw to raise the power of Ice Fang and Crunch, or Tough Claws to raise the power of its contact moves by 30%. Just like Kingdra, Feraligatr's base stats need some serious work. We're going to give it plus 30 in attack, plus 5 in defense, plus 30 in special attack, plus 20 in special defense, and a reasonable plus 15 in speed, to avoid making it too overpowered and fast since it does have access to Dragon Dance after all.
I have wanted this Mega for so long. This Water Serpent is so beautiful and so elegant, not to mention I love stalling with it in competitive. Imagine being able to look beautiful and stall at the same time on a whole new level with Mega Milotic. This design by Pokeluca is just so gorgeous. It maintains its original concept with the addition of having a few extra concepts. I can talk about how gorgeous it is all day, but let's move on to stats and abilities. Ability wise, I think I would have it keep Marvel Scale. That's what Milotic is known for, and I don't think changing it would be great for it. Stats wise, I think I want to raise its defense up to 120, special attack to 120, special defense to 150, and its speed to 95. I wanted Mega Milotic to be kind of a speedy tank. Having some speed can give it momentum, therefore being able to line up Scalds faster and a whole bunch of other really cool attacks. But yeah, I really want a Mega Milotic, and if I could dive on this beauty, that would make my day. I wish I could have honestly done this in ORAS, but alas, I wasn't able to do it. Well, that pretty much wraps up part 1 of the Mega Evolutions fans want most. I'll tell you guys, if you think the Megas here were juicy, wait until you guys see part 2. We did that over on Silph's channel, so if you guys want to see more Megas, by all means click away, link will be in the description and in the iCard above. Big thanks to Silph for also coming on, it was a pleasure having you my guy. I love all these Megas here, and it was fun expressing my opinion and discovering fellow fans' opinions as well. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. If you want to support me further, consider following following my Twitch where I stream a lot of Pokemon content and Nintendo content, whole bunch of really cool stuff. Want to support me further and gain cool perks? Check out my Patreon. Fly Jubilee, Daniel Leone, Lady Crimson, Pal491, The Lazy Leo, Matthew Young, Awesome Lego, and Jarrett Weeze Austin did, and I wanted to thank them personally for going above and beyond. It means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mystic Umbreon, and I will see you in the future for more awesome Pokemon content.